I have checked in at around 9:15. So a person called Pushpinder Pratap Singh, he asked me to remove my leg. I told him, how will I remove my leg? Like, I'm a bony amputee. I need to remove my pants. It's tough to remove my leg. I won't be able to do that. So the way he spoke, ऐसे कैसे नहीं निकालेगा तू? I told him, this is not the way you speak to me, boss. You have to speak to us in a polite way. And if there is a security ka thing, you have a ETD, you can check through ETD. I fly all over India, and in fact I work with CAPF to counsel people who lost limbs on duty, to train them in different sports. And after that you're not allowed to speak this way. But he was very rude, and Mr. Pushpinder Pratap Singh, then Mr. S.C. Meena and Mr. Thakur, they forced me to get into one room. They said, you're not flying without that. They asked me to remove my artificial limb. As a bony amputee, I need to remove my shorts. I was like in my shorts. They almost stripped me off. In fact, it was one of my worst day of my life, like second worst day of my life after accident, after losing my leg. And this was the second day where they humiliated me. CISF says, according to the BCAI, it is in the guidelines that they say that it has to like they have to go according to the law. They say if you don't check prosthetic limb, you can't like fly. And like according to them, if you don't do it, it is your responsibility. So they are scared. CISF DG was very polite. He said it is not our responsibility, but the people who spoke bad, we will take surely some action on it, and we'll get the footage. But it is DG BCAI, he has to change the law. And since it is not since it's almost around 3 years, everybody is fighting towards it. The person who told me this was SC Meena, that he doesn't have money to buy proper scanner. So that is very sad from his end, the way he said that we don't have money. And government, I don't know, government might not be knowing about it. So I request government to start having body scanners. When you can build a airport, this is a small thing. And if you don't buy that, and if you humiliate people with a person with disabilities, that is like, it is one of the worst thing what you are trying to do.
Hina with us on the story, but on the phone, but quickly going across to Deepa Malik first, a para-athlete. Is this the kind of treatment that is a regular affair, the way officers speak to people who are specially abled?
Very often, even I have faced this, because I'm normally traveling for my sports competitions, or where I'm being awarded or respected as a para-athlete. So I'm normally wearing my Indian blazer or my Indian tracksuit. And then they look at you sitting on a wheelchair and they say, "Khade ho jaiye." And I say, "No, I'm sorry, I do not stand at all." They said, "आपने तो खिलाड़ी के कपड़े पहने, आप खड़े नहीं हो सकते, नाटक मत करिए." So, I guess the level of sensitization is very less, and especially when it comes to wearing shoes. I have to wear those high-ankled shoes, especially to give support to my ankles, because I do not have any control on my muscle below chest level. And then they say, no, you have to take off your shoe. And for me, who's spastic paralysis with no torso balance, I again tell them, I said, I cannot take off my shoes until and unless I'm helped or I'm lying down. Because these shoes are specifically designed with inner calipers to support my legs. And they say, नहीं, फिर तो आपको हम जाने नहीं दे सकते. And that is when I tell them, why don't you use the swab test? That's what we do. I mean, everybody does a swab test on me when I'm traveling abroad. That is simpler. So I guess there is a lack of sensitization, or maybe people who are deployed at such places where they need to body scan, they should be sensitized to various disabilities. And on the other side of it, I think it helps to carry a medical certificate. Ever since I've started carrying my disability certificate along with me, it kind of authenticates my disability and eases out the process a bit. Well, so sensitization definitely has been an issue, and I have personally experienced a lot of times.